Hi, this is Richard Quack coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and in today's session, I would like to talk about personal development, and the topic is why rejection hurts. Now, before I proceed, can I ask you a very serious question? How many of you here love rejection? Well, it's a very simple question, and I know the answer, that's for sure. 100%. No one likes rejection. All right, no one likes rejection, and it's only human. All right, there's nothing exceptional about you because everybody don't like rejection. Everybody likes, to have people telling them yes. All right, when a rejection comes, it hurts people. All right, but I want to tell you that rejection is necessary if you want to succeed in life. Rejection is necessary. You got to go through many rejection if you want to be successful in life. All right, there's no success without rejection. The more rejection you get, the more successful you become. Let me share with you a few stories about how rejection can turn people to become very successful. Okay, now the first one is, people who overcome rejection and succeed. The first one is Stephen King. I'm sure most of you know who is Stephen King. Okay, he's an author, a very famous author. All right, when he first came out with his book Carrie, all right, he was turned down more than 30 times. He was turned down by the publisher more than 30 times. But you know what? He did not give up. And finally, it became a bestseller. And not only became a bestseller, it was turned into a movie. All right. So you see, more than 30 times of rejection. Now, the second one is Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen. I'm sure you probably have heard of Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen, Chicken Soup for the Soul. All right. Now, if you go to any bookshop outside there, I'm sure you can see the book displayed, Chicken Soup for the Soul. But you realize that, they were turned down 134 times. In fact, more than 134 times they were turned down. All right, they were turned down more than 134 times, but they did not give up. They keep on going, and later on, today, it became a huge success. You go to any bookshop there, you can see on the bookshelf, displaying Chicken Soup for the Soul. And it has sold millions and millions of copies worldwide. All right, so basically, they have gone through challenges, rejection. That's why they become successful. Another good example is Thomas Edison, right? I'm sure most of you know Thomas Edison. He was one of the greatest inventor of all time. All right. Now, when he wanted to invent the electric bulb, all right, the electric bulb, you know what? He failed more than 10,000 times. In fact, at one time, the bulb exploded into his face, and he was hospitalized. All right, 10,000 failures. And you know what? The best thing about him is that when a reporter asked him, Mr. Edison, is it true that you failed 10,000 times? He told them, I did not fail 10,000 times. I discovered 10,000 ways that did not work. So what it means is that I'm getting closer to the ways that is going to work. That's how the mindset of successful people. All right. Now, the other one, I'm sure you know, KFC, Colonel Sanders, all right? Colonel Sanders, when he was retired, he was broke and old and tired, all right? And, he discovered that, he got a chicken recipe that his family, his friends love. So he wanted to make something out of it. And then he went out to all the restaurants over the United States. He traveled to many states and offered them his recipe. And you know what? Most of them told him, oh man, your brains are fried. We got our own chicken recipe. And you know what? He went to 1,008 rejection. 1,008 rejection. Now, on the 1,009 restaurant he visited, the owner said, let's give it a try. One success turned everything into what KFC is today. It becomes a worldwide success. Isn't it true? Only one success. 1,008 rejection. Let me tell you, that's why most of us are not successful. How many of us can go through 1,008 rejection? Most people, if they go through a few rejection, they give up. Isn't it true? Most people are like that. They don't have the persistency. All right, now let's have a look at another one in the music industry. I'm sure you heard of the Beatles, all right? The Beatles, they became a worldwide sensation at one time. But you realize that when they first started, they were rejected by 4 recording companies. 4 recording companies rejected them. They told the Beatles, they said, 4-piece band are outdated today. Nobody wants to listen to you. But they did not go up. They did not give up. They keep on going, and they become a worldwide success. The Beatles, all right? So you can see that, basically people who are successful, they go through many, many rejections and many, many failures. These are only some of the examples. There's so many outside there. All right. Now, rejection still hurts. Don't you think so? It hurts. Even though you have received many rejection, it still hurts. All right. So what happens? You feel hurt, you feel attacked, and you feel like you are being assaulted. Don't you think so? So you feel that way. And for some people, they want to crawl into a hole and hide. Isn't it true? They feel so shy, they feel so, what is that? A failure, they want to crawl into a hole and hide. And some weep, they cry. Some people even cry. Not only ladies, men as well, I'm sure, they cry. And some who are aggressive, they will curse, they will yell, and they will scream to show, the reaction to rejection. Some even threaten, I'm sure, some, resort to threatening people. And of course, some people hit the booze as well. They drink, and get drunk and try to forget about the rejection. All right, you do anything to ease the pain, don't you think so? Because in some cases, it hurt your loved ones as well. For example, you go for a job interview, right? You go for a job interview and you got rejected. It not only affect you, but it affect your loved ones as well, your family as well, because they are relying on you to get the job. Don't you think so? So basically, rejection hurts, All right. Now, what are the reasons for the negative emotion? All right, those are all negative emotion. All right, and to some people, it's a matter of life and death. It's just like life and death, All right, people get very agitated. They get angry. So, a matter of life and death. The other one is social acceptance. People love social acceptance, all right? So, when they get rejected, they can't take it, all right? And even bonding. I have heard story of people, on social media like Facebook, when people, comment on their post, negative comment, they get angry. All right, they get angry and so on. And I know of cases, I heard of cases that some people even commit suicide. They can't take it. They cannot take rejection. But the truth is that, you want to be successful, you got to go through all sorts of rejection. Okay? Now, although rejection is not physical pain, right? It's not physical pain. You don't get hurt or what. But you still get hurt because it is like social pain. Okay? Social pain equals to physical pain as well. All right? That is why, people feel hurt when they get rejection. Okay? Now, let's talk about how to heal this rejection. There are few that I can recommend, but these are only my opinion, by the way. These are only my opinion. Number one, the first one is taking medication. Of course, I don't recommend this. Medication is never good for you, all right? Medication like Tylenol, all right? This is not the way to go, but I want to mention it to you so at least you have some knowledge about it. Now, the other thing is reconnecting with people who love us. There are people who support you, especially a family member who love you. Reach out to a member of a group as well. If you belong to a group, especially, in social media, who understand you, who can support you, then reach out to them. Reconnect with those who care about your success. Of course, there are not many outside there, I can assure you. All right? Because, nobody is going to encourage you. There are few, of course. There are people who will encourage you, but most people will not encourage you. Okay? Now, practice makes perfect. Practice failing. Practice receiving rejection. Because when you have more and more rejection, all right, when you go through rejection, you get used to it. Or so to speak, you have thick skin now. You develop a thick skin, all right? Now, basically, you know that practice makes perfect, like I say, right? For smokers, they try to stop smoking, right? They try to stop. They want to quit smoking. It takes about 3.6 times before they succeed. 3.6 times. Okay, that means they have to try more than 3 times to give up before they finally quit smoking. All right. Now, the other thing is laugh your pain away. This is very important. Laugh your pain away using a technique like NLP technique, which is called reframing. We reframe it into a way that it makes you laugh. All right. Reframing is very important, all right, because when you have a situation that makes you sad or angry, you reframe the picture, the image in your mind to make it funny. For example, all right, if your boss rejected you for whatever reason, right, say bad things to you, so what you can do, you reframe it. Think about looking at your boss, all right, the picture image of somebody who's fat, big eyes, big ears, and so that you laugh. Rather than when you look at him, you get angry. Right now, you will laugh. So that is what reframing is about. Okay? Turn the image into something that's funny. I give you an example just now. Okay? Now, do you know that your imperfection increase your attractiveness as well? Okay? When you are, when you are not, nobody is perfect, right? Nobody is perfect in this world. So your imperfection increase your attractiveness, become more attractive because why? People can see you that you're genuine, you really, go through life to make it a success. All right. Profit from good rejection. There are rejection that teach you a lesson as well. Learn from it. All right. Profit from good rejection and move on. Okay. Rejection is necessary if you want to become successful. But most people cannot stand rejection. That's why you got to learn how to be able to handle rejection if you want to succeed in life. When you receive rejection, think of the people like Thomas Edison, like Colonel Sanders, the Beatles, and so on, right? They go through rejection. That's why they become successful. These are some of the few examples I gave you just now. There are so many. You can go through and read about the biography of most of the successful people. They go through a lot of rejections. Okay, now what does rejection mean? Rejection is actually people telling you no. Is it true? No. Now, no doesn't kill you. The word no doesn't kill you at all. No is just a sound. Do you believe me? No is just a sound. Why is it that so many people fear the word no? Now, I want you to follow me in this, all right? Repeat after me. No, no, no. Okay, what is it? It is just a sound. Now, more people, are so fearful of the sound. It is just a sound. Nothing else. It's how you interpret it as well. No, it's just a sound. Isn't it true? So if you think about it, you frame it that way, that it's just a sound, why should you get worried about it? All right, move on. All right, move on. And again, if you don't like the word no, use reverse psychology. All right, rather than example, if you want to get 10 yes in a month, you want 10 yes in a month, all right? Whatever you are marketing, or you want 10 yes. Okay, use reverse psychology. Look for 20 no's. Okay, so when you have one no, congratulations, you got 19 no's to go. By the time you reach 20 no's, you have some yeses. So you don't get so worked up or get disappointed when you receive yes. All right, when you receive yes, you don't feel disappointed. The word no, that's all. And remember, it's just a sound, okay? So if you get frustrated thinking about it, it is just a sound. There's nothing that can hurt you. It's just a sound, all right? Now, that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something. The topic is why rejection hurts, okay? Now, it is only human, right? Everybody don't like rejection. That includes me as well. But we have to learn how to face rejection, knowing that through rejection, we will achieve success. I told you some stories about people who have received rejection and become successful. People like Stephen King, like Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen, Chicken Soup for the Soul, Thomas Edison, Colonel Sanders of KFC, and even the Beatles for that matter. Okay? To most people, rejection still hurt. All right, people get hurt because of rejection. And they have all sorts of reactions. Some will cry, some will, get angry and shout, some will hit the bush and so on. All right. Now, healing. How do you heal it? Of course, the first thing is medication, which I don't recommend whatsoever. The second one is reconnecting with those who love us. Okay, reach out to members of a group. All right, that work together, that care about your success. Practice makes perfect. Practice failing. practice receiving rejection. All right, laugh the pain away using technique like NLP. All right, reframe it. Okay, and remember, no is just a sound. That's all. All right. Now, I hope that you learned something from this sharing of mine. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. All right. I appreciate you. Even you don't want to comment, just put a like. That's all. Just put a like. All right. Because, show you show me that you appreciate what I'm doing here. All right. So thank you for your time that you spent with me here. I thank you once more. I will see you again on Friday for another session of my live video. And this is Richard Quack from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.